Hey Cancer, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Taurus season 2022, the Ten of Cups has come out in every reading thus far. It's like peeked out, poked out, it's like rearing its head. And then I cut the deck and it's the Lovers. Okay. And that may make sense for some of the things that came through for you guys. Weight gain was a thing that came up. For some of you, it's because you're being taken out on a lot of dates, or you and Bae are like really like getting explorative and just eating a lot. This is Taurus season. Like, they're the connoisseurs of the zodiac. And so there is this trying new things, experiencing finer quality, fine dining. But I feel like be careful with how you're eating, because it may zap some of your energy, or be careful of staying too sedentary. That may zap your energy. You just may need energy in general. I definitely suggest carrying around some red or dragon jasper. Keep them things on you. It'll definitely help boost your energy and your spirit. There is like a bit of also like tuned into like molasses, like things moving slowly, or you may be feeling really like sluggish. And I feel like it's really important to understand that your diet is tied into that. And your diet is not just the food that you eat. Your diet consists of the company that you keep, the media that you consume. Because there's definitely something that came through also for consuming too much mindless media. I feel like you're absorbing way too much blue light, maybe getting like blue light glasses, or glasses that have that kind of blue light filter or whatever tint on them. There is a yumminess to this season that can go, different ways. And so it's important for you to like steer the yumminess towards like positivity and balance. Now, it's important to enjoy your home. I feel like investing in your home, investing in upgrading, maybe redecorating, things of that nature, revamping things that are yours, clearing out, going through your possessions, are all the things that you have held on to, or all the things within your possession. Do you need to have possession of them? Are you actually doing anything with those items? Are you hoarding a little bit? Just like be honest with yourself. Because now that the sun is in Taurus, I do feel like there is this highlight on your comfort zone. A highlight or an emphasization, or an emphasis on where are you comfortable at, where do you lay your head at, where you can be yourself at, things of that nature. There also may be some time to change some habits. Your habits may be coming up. Your work ethic. Not that I'm questioning it. It just may be like you may not be taking enough time for self-care as to counteract as hard as you're working. And so it's important to look at that. The Lovers popped out again. Definitely maybe somebody with Gemini placements is coming in or is around, or love may be on the brain. But I feel like important sacrifices, important communication is going to be needed in that, in regards to having healthier connections. That full moon in Libra really helped that. I mean, all Aries season, that it's me versus we, in who I am versus how I balance. And there is this getting to embody those lessons that you learned during Aries season, especially the lessons that have rolled in from the full moon in Libra. And I feel like self-care is a big thing for that full moon in Libra. And just like that, I mean, Aries season in general, self-care needs to, and you get to take it up a level in Taurus season. Because you can really make some money. You can really make things really comfortable. It's just a matter of where you harness that energy. On April 30th, we have the new moon partial solar eclipse in Taurus. And this is going to change your direction in regards to what you see ahead for you, or what you thought was going to be yours to have, or to hold. I just heard. A change in direction, shifts in love and money in what's mine, a shift in possessions, and definitely around the realms of your home, your living environment, things of that nature, maybe even property, possessions, things of that, like, that could be a thing. Maybe some of you are buying a home or looking into that. Maybe some of you are looking into moving. Hydrate. This is fixed earth season, and it may really lure you into setting roots, into settling down, into getting more comfortable. And that's really up to you. This is a general reading, so it's going to manifest differently for everybody. But I can tell you that be careful of making promises. Be careful of committing yourself to things that, like taking off bigger bites than you can chew. Because on May 10th, Mercury retrogrades in Gemini, but it's coming back to Taurus. So it just feels like no sudden big money moves. I feel like take your time. Don't rush the process. I mean, this doesn't feel like the best time to, I know they say in Mercury retrograde not to make any big purchases or sign new contracts, things of that nature. But in Taurus season, this feels so abundant that I do feel like it's okay to start the process. Maybe not finalize the process, but use your own discretion. You are Cancer. You are a psychic energy embodied. Listen to that. Learn how to tap into that for yourself. On May 15th, Ceres goes into Cancer, and it's a very motherly asteroid. I don't normally talk about her, but I do feel like it may make you a bit clingy or overly emotional or really like lovey-dovey, and that's fine. Let yourself have that. Feel your feelings, but I'm just giving you a heads up that some of you may want to have a baby. You may get really like fertile, things of that nature. So just be careful if you out here playing Russian roulette. Be careful. Then on May 15th or 16th, depending on where you live, we have the full moon total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So in a fellow water sign, your ruling planet, luminary, the moon, your ruler, the moon, is having a total eclipse of the heart. And so I do feel like there are deep wounds from the past, especially from the last 6 months, that are getting like eclipsed out, swept away. I do feel like this is going to be a deeply emotional and intense time. And transparency, fighting for transparency is going to be really important. Cancer, I feel like it's really important. That just hit really hard. It's like, wow, you're needing to find strength and comfortability in being transparent and in being vulnerable and sweet and loving and motherly and maternal. You know what I mean? You can do that regardless of your gender. You can be all those things and be a great guardian. But as long as you're doing that for yourself, because you've got to figure out how to put your oxygen mask on first and keep that motherfucker on. Keep it on so that, when the next wave of people come in, they want you to play Captain Save-A-Ho, your fucking mask, your mask is on, your oxygen mask is on, and you have filled your cup and aren't pouring from a place of depletion. So, light it if you got it. I love you. Hydrate. Stretch, get ready. We're asking. Also, be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. for daily content, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. I don't know if I said it, but it came through again. So, deep breath. Because we were asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And asking those messages from Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking them for the most useful, helpful, clear, and concise messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2022. Nine of Cups first. Gemini got this as their first card too. Wow. And I told you the Ten of Cups keeps showing up. So here's this emotional satisfaction. I feel like, and then the Nine of Wands is on the bottom of the deck right now. Gemini got the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands as their first two cards. And I have shuffled. That's wild. Nine of Cups coming out. So I do feel like you are in a place of feeling very satisfied, and that's where that kind of lax, maybe like weight gain, kind of comfortability, being kind of lazy energy comes from. But I feel like you've earned it. Like you found a way to be like balanced with it. Hanged Man reverse, because it's like you're no longer like self-sabotaging yourself into the satisfaction or into being appreciated. I feel like there is this the moon at the bottom of, the moon, the last two cards, so there's definitely Piscean energy coming through. Maybe some of you have a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio coming in your life, or really that's very highlighted. I feel like some of you are coming out of a place of getting stuck. Delays are getting unstuck. Like you may have thought that you were stuck, but I feel like you were stuck in the realm of your subconscious mind. The moon at the center of the reading has a lot to do with your intuition, your dreams, your spirit, esoteric knowledge, mysticism, sacrifice. Like there is a spiritual journey that's coming through there, or that's initiating, and you've got to figure out like which aspect of you is going to lead the way. I do feel like this is a time that things could be, it's just like aha moments is how that feels. The Hangman reversed and then the moon. Some of you are really stuck or bound by your secrets, or like your secrets make you sick. I hear it's just like it's time to, it's like you're purging that's the secrecy. Your dreams definitely ramping up. That Jupiter Neptune conjunction in Pisces, I feel like really hit hard for y'all too. So there's definitely a shift in your big picture perspective that has come in by way of doing some deep like emotional time. And I feel like you've spent a lot of time alone, or maybe just spending time with animals, spending time with children. There is something about the amount of alone time that you've had, I feel like has helped you get comfortable in the unknown. There's like some of y'all there was something like you were confused about, and I feel like you're not like the end of the confusion is drawing nigh. I also feel like if you do the emotional inventory, if you really are doing the shadow work, or willing to call yourself out, willing to be like compassionate about evaluating the error of your ways, allowing yourself to really like be more, he goes from this to then hands behind the back. And so there is something about being open, that transparency that we were talking about, like say it with your chest. Some of you are really standing up for yourselves in a different way. Some of you, you're just unstuck. And this is a general reading, so it's going to be different for everybody. But in the ways that you were feeling restricted, I feel like you're no longer feeling restricted. Some of you have really done the work mentally to also accept a lot that has happened from the last 9 to 19 years. There's a theme with 9s. Funny, Gemini had a theme with 8s. And there's the 9 of Cups, and then the moon is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. And then the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, there is this like leveling up. We're ascending step by step. You may be in a place of, there may be someone, I know I'm not bringing in Gemini, but it's almost like acknowledging cycles has gotten you to a point where you can actually end them. And this feels like this is the first like real, not real, but this is really spring. You know what I mean? And Taurus season is really gonna draw in like feeling a climate, like the difference in climate change. Yeah, we won't even talk about climate change. But, excuse me, you may be like finally feeling the seasons change. And I feel like because of there's stuff coming up. Sorry, these burps. It's like when you've done your shadow work, it's like you can wear it a different way. You can present yourself a different way. There's a different level of authenticity that is available to you whenever you're allowing yourself to accept and take accountability for your shit and be honest when other people aren't operating at your level, so that you can stop feeling so taken advantage of because you just keep allowing shitty people or shitty connections in your life. And I feel like that's like the buck has stopped. We're like, you're finally like, no, I'm done with people who don't operate at my level or can't meet me at my level or don't have the level of authenticity or stability that I have or can provide for myself. So let's get these final cards, final messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like some of you may be really stuck on a Pisces, Ace of Wands. The aces are out this season because the divine is ready to give. And I feel like you are going to be given an influx of physical, spiritual, and life force energy that you're needing to get to deal with whatever is going on with your mom, to deal with whatever is going on with maybe the mother-in-law or the stepmother, or you becoming a mother, or your thoughts or stance on fertility, or on motherhood. There may be someone who's like trying to smother you or mother you, and it's just inappropriate. I feel like you're getting the energy that you need to really handle whatever's going on or has been going on in your subconscious mind. And because you're handling yourself, 6 of Wands, yes, there is public success and recognition. You'll be noticed. People will be able to change once you get that. I just heard take that S off your chest. Some of you are out here trying to play fucking Superman. And it's just like, that's not for you to do. You can't save everybody. Quit with the Captain Save-A-Ho shit. I love you, but you and Capricorn, that's y'all's access shit. Just like Aries and Libra have that hero complex. I call everybody out. I don't discriminate. And so this feels like a little bit of a warning, Cancer. I'm just going to say that if you don't really take the time to figure out what's going on with your mental health, your self-sabotaging habits, your escapism, your proclivity for escapism or procrastination, I feel like there are some opportunities that can be missed out on if you don't really get ahead of the game. You've got to really allow yourself to focus on taking care of yourself and pouring into yourself a little bit more this season than you usually do, because the opportunities want to come in. Maybe there could be someone with Pisces placements, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in. This is a new opportunity. If you are starting a new business venture or thinking about starting a new business or something, this is a great season to do it. The closer we get to Gemini season, though, I think, I would say after the retrograde is a great time to initiate it, though. I feel like the opportunity is coming in and will be there. There also may be a new sexual connection or encounter or opportunity that comes in. That person may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, reigniting a fire. I also feel like this is just, if you're so focused on the fact that things are very, very unclear, if you don't take the time to be like, it's like what it's giving, and I'm not trying to be rude, it's just like oh my God, there's so much mental fog. I don't know. There's like, I can't focus. I don't know what's going on. But you just like complain about it, but don't do anything about it. I feel like there could definitely be opportunities that get, delayed. Final card, final message for Cancer. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Final card, final message, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2022. It's like you can't keep your head in la la land. You may want to be all like snacks and homebody, but I feel like there's stuff that you need to accomplish. And it's not, and I don't want to just like push movement just for movement. I know that that's my own shit, and I'm in Aries, and I really like pride myself in my productivity. But I just feel like there is something about having a healthier version of these extremities. Like if you overwork yourself to death, then not to death, I'm sorry, I don't like saying that, but if you overwork yourself to exhaustion, then it's going to be it's going to be that much harder to recharge than if you stay on top of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like all go, 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 go. Fuck, I'm on E. And then it's like it takes so much to collect, to get you off E versus you filling up when you're at the half point, I hope that analogy made sense. Knight of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Wands. So I do feel like, some of you, there may be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that is like in and out, or is a quick opportunity. Someone that may be argumentative. There may be an opportunity that comes out of an argument, or an opportunity that comes out of a debate. I do feel like this influx of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy is going to get you into a point where you may be extra like sharp. I feel like if you don't communicate your needs, or if you don't communicate your thoughts and your feelings while you're feeling them, things can build up and you'll just bulldoze the wrong person, you'll like bleed on people who didn't cut you. And so there is this need to really allow ourselves to be really honest about the direction that we want to steer our life, and understand the importance of using your words to get there. We have the power to call things that be not as though they were. And so there is something, because words are spells, because life and death are in the fucking power of the tongue. What are you, speaking about yourself? Is your sarcasm causing you to joke yourself into like unfavorable situations? Because that is very much so a thing. And this is clearly a potent season of manifestation with the Ace of Wands. That is the divine handing you the magic wand of manifestation. So this is a very potent time for you, manifestation-wise. And you need to be able, and as far as like what you're saying, what you're thinking, all of it, it's like fertile. This is Venus. This is Taurus season. This is a fertile time. And the divine, and you can really materialize into your physical world some things with a quickness that may be jarring. So you've got to be real careful about the words that you say, the people that you let around you. These people who are mean or are just like they're just trying to get something out of you. Or you can see their ulterior motives. I feel like you can avoid a lot of conflict or opportunities for conflict by way of keeping to yourself. And really not keeping to yourself as in isolating, keeping to yourself as in being really discerning about your energy, being really choosy about your energy. I had to check that, I don't trust this fucking angle. And so the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck says it's time to... Yes. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. What? I can't even make this up, y'all. The Three of Wands, the Empress, the Emperor, Two of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Lovers. That's a whole separate reading. And it feels like that's what you're being set up for, or that's what's getting set up. Some of y'all are about to enter into a very powerful pair. This is like a power couple. And I feel like there is a lot of solitude or a lot of time you getting your mind right. The divine wants to prepare you. You've got to be ready for this. The divine's not going to just fuck you and bring you the perfect partner and you don't know how to trust them or believe them or feel worthy of their love or compromise or, you know, be able to call yourself out if you're wrong or be able to like establish healthy boundaries. You've got to be ready. Because that's the thing. It's like we all are like, oh, I want to manifest this thing. But okay, how you manifest is like preparing yourself for it. If you want to be a mom, but you're not taking care of yourself or you don't know how to cook or you don't know how to like maintain a household, you're like what are you're going to fuck yourself if you get blessed with a child and all of a sudden you don't know how to like do anything maternal or do anything as far as or paternal or don't know how, you know what I mean? You know, you hear me. So what this feels like, Cancer, is you are really, really being asked to step up to the plate for yourself, get yourself unstuck, be done dealing with these confusing situations or these people that keep contributing just mental fog or these people who are vague or lukewarm about you. This is going to be a fucking juicy ass plunge. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Because goodness gracious, you're turning your back on this period. I feel like this is you wrapping up. It's like peeling back or it's almost like closing out this chapter of a very like powerful healing, that full moon total lunar eclipse in Taurus. The emotional ties that you've had to money, the disappointments that you've had in regards to money. Something is being, some weight it feels like is being removed. Some restraint is being removed. Some of you, like your insight, your intuition is ramping up. There is a lot of these two cards here. Some of you who, especially if you do like, if your business is creative or spiritual or artistic in some sort of way, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities coming in, and that may be how you doing a lot of work for yourself or on yourself in order to like be better, in order to like step up to the plate. I feel like that's how this partner ends up coming in. This is a romantic partner for some of you. Some of you, you're just like, I'm not interested in that, and it's like, all right, fuck around and miss out on the perfect person if you want to. But this looks like a very, very healthy couple, a very natural, organic love connection that is coming in and that you are being prepared for. And it would behoove you to be able to communicate your feelings authentically and easily. You know, there's something about intimacy. You are the crab. Everybody's like, oh, Cancers are so emotional. I'm like, no, they have a fucking exoskeleton. You gotta like really, really know them to get inside the crab. Funny, there's a lobster here. That crustacean. That exoskeleton, it's like it's comfy in the shell. You know what I mean? And you got the fucking, you will make sure that you protect yourself. And I feel like this outdated source of protection, the ways that your guard used to always be up, it's shifting. Invest in doing the spiritual work so you can acquire spiritual armor, and you don't need to be out here braced and ready to nuck if you buck for, you know, because somebody wants to get at your heart or give you a compliment or take you out. You know what I mean? I feel like you're getting to a point where you're starting to really hold yourself to a very high standard, and you're attracting in partners who have done well for themselves and also are stable and want what you want. But these closed mouths don't get fed. That's come up twice now in Taurus season. You have got to, lovers, effectively communicate. Knight of Swords reverse. Heal your toxic way of communication or of people pleasing or just saying what you think people want to hear, whatever it is. You've got to allow yourself to really grow the fuck up in the way that you express yourself, in the way that you date people. I also feel like the questions that you ask on dates, all of that stuff is changing. It's like you're getting more serious, Cancer, it feels like. And there's public success and recognition coming in. Some of you get with this partner and you guys create together. That's a whole nother reading. But I feel like what's coming up is it's time to turn your back. You will get the opportunity to turn your back on feeling so isolated and feeling like I have to do it all on my own or all for myself, this type of thing. I feel like what is happening now, there may have been somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that has really hurt you, or that there's still like toxic communications that are gonna be like continuing to happen or come in. But I feel like you do the work early in the season, in Taurus season, to get really grounded in your mind, to really look at all this blue, for you to start to really evaluate or connect with your dreams, your intuition, your spirit, your subconscious mind on a different level. Please read Psycho-Cybernetics. I love you. You do that work and focus on healing your mind. You will be updated and healed enough to receive different opportunities and to also like your picker updates. It's like you are no longer interested in the bullshit, like play bullshit that used to be curious about before. And I feel like there may be people with some shit to say. And I feel like that's what's happening. There are some people who get eclipsed out because of their mouth. And you need to no longer allow people to disrespect you. You need to demand how you want to be treated. You teach other people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And when you start treating yourself like, I am not stuck, I am worthy. Then look, the divine's got all the stuff and wants to give me. I'm worthy of it. I don't need this bullshit. Whatever that is, the Knight of Swords reverse, those are harsh conversations. And I do feel like you're finally turning your back and getting deep into Empress mode. And when you are deep into Empress mode, ooh, look at somebody matching your hustle, matching your vibe, and wanting to come in, Two of Cups, and exchange love with you, because we are like-minded. We are equals. All right. Get ready for it. I love you. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.